They say that life begins at 40. So, the fact that Kate Middleton reaches the big 40 this week is a pivotal moment in the Duchess' life, and, indeed, a pivotal moment for the monarchy, especially since Kate's taking an increasingly more central role in the family as the Queen scales back her duties. So, it's fair to assume that all eyes will and should be on the birthday girl over the next few weeks. But according to insiders, there's fear among palace aides that a Sussex-shaped cloud could appear at any minute and cast a shadow over celebrations. After all, it's long been noted that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have a habit of dropping bombshells at the very worst of times and consequently taking the spotlight from the royals. And while there's no suggestion that they do it intentionally, there's no denying that there has been a fair few coincidences over the years when it comes to ill-timed photo ops and revelations. Now, palace officials are holding their breath and desperately hoping that they make it through Kate's birthday without a Sussex truth bomb dropping without warning. There's a very real fear inside the palace about what Harry and Meghan could do that may consequently overshadow Kate's birthday. If it sounds negative or cynical to be thinking this way, it's only because the Sussexes, and, to be honest, Meghan in particular, have a history of speaking up at the worst possible time. So, when it comes to many members of the royal family, they're always on guard. Let's be clear, now that Harry and Meghan lead very separate lives to Kate and William and the rest of the royals, it's no surprise that revelations and engagements sometimes clash and overlap. After all, these days, there's reportedly little to no communication between them. Still, there's no denying that, whether inadvertent or not, there have been moments in the past when Harry and Meghan have seemed to divert attention from pivotal moments in the royal family, even when they were all a lot more informed regarding each other's diary commitments. As our source tells us, these coincidences can happen when dealing with as high-profile people as the royals. While critics have claimed Harry and Meghan are well aware of how impactful their actions can be, we're also told there hasn't always been careful thought when it comes to the timing of their actions. Now, with the new year ahead, it's more than likely that they'll have even bigger plans for 2022, but for now, all the palace can do is hope that they'll wait until after Kate's big day before they make their next big announcement. It's awful that this is a scenario they're faced with, says our insider. But, after all of Harry and Meghan's behavior, which some people see as inconsiderate, the idea of them stealing Kate's thunder and ruining her day is seen as a very real possibility, and not something that can be stopped. There's a view among a number of aides that there's a lack of care on their part when it comes to stirring up conflict. If they choose to post some type of big announcement around the same time, it will only shine a light on how divided the two families have become. At this point, the odds on the two couples patching things up are slim. Still, Kate's not letting herself be concerned too much with family politics. With the state of the country as it is, she's simply staying focused on enjoying a low-key day at home with William and the kids, with a potential bigger celebration in the calendar for later in the year. Meanwhile, sources say that Kate and William are also planning a US tour in 2022 to mark their mutual milestone birthdays. Maybe that will be their chance to spend some time with Harry and Meghan. Or, at the very least, they could beat them at their own game and make some headlines of their own on their home turf. Inadvertently, of course, on their home turf.